Makeup isn't hard. You just don't know what you're doing, and that's okay, because I'm gonna show you today. Stay tuned. For the sake of this video, I already started with brows because for some reason I really can't do my brows on camera. They're shiny right now because I went in with some Aquaphor. So then you know you have to start off with a good primer. I personally like the e.l.f. Power Grip one. You see it's almost done. But I like to put this primer on my face. Sticky. We're good to go. So this is a color corrector. You use a color corrector because you want to balance your face. You want your face to be one smooth shade. So you know, naturally we're darker around under our eyes and around my mouth. So you put this on before you put your concealer on, so that way it conceals the darkness from peeking through your makeup. So I'm using the NYX Pro Fix Stick. This is in shade Apricot. You really don't need a lot of this. This is good to, like, say for instance, if you have like discoloration due to acne or anything like that, this is just good to go in. The important step of this is you want to blend this out. So I'm just going in with like a flat brush like this. Let me see if it will focus. So you just want to get it all smooth, blend it out. It look like I'm tapping hard, but I'm really not. And when you are blending, you don't want to keep tapping in the same place. You want to move around. I'm going in with the concealer today. I'm using the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer, and I am in shade 59N. So now I'm gonna go in everywhere I have the orange. I'm gonna cover it up. So I'm gonna put this here, put this here. I also like to just go in with the dot of concealer on my eyelid. This is purely optional. So I just like to go in with it up here. I like to let my concealer dry down. I'm gonna blend this out. I'm using is the Real Technique setting brush. I use this to blend out my concealer. I go in with the triangle poof, and I'm gonna go and set my eyelid. So this is a Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm in shade, this is translucent medium deep. So I just take a little bit into here. I don't know if you can see it on the poof, and I rub some on the back of my hand, and I just go right here on my eyelid space, just lightly tapping, and just set. I even set underneath my brow bone because I did carve out my brows with concealer, so you want to make sure you set it as well. So now that we let the concealer sit, now it's time to blend it out. I'm gonna blend it out on my forehead. Just, you know, you really want to take your time. I know a lot of people are scared of putting on makeup and it looking too cakey, but it will never look cakey as long as you take the time to properly blend. When you're not blending your makeup, of course it's gonna look cakey because it's just sitting there. I like to go under my eye, blending all that out. This is really sensitive in here, so you want to be really gentle with how you blend. And so it's just like, I don't blend for too long. I just like 1, 2 tap, get out of there. So I like to blend out. I like to work my way out and then go in. So I'm blending it out so that way you don't see the lines anymore, and then I go in on the corner of my nose, and then 1, 2, get out of there. Forgot to put concealer around my mouth. Y'all wasn't gonna tell me. I like to multitask. For today, I'm really not feeling foundation, so when I'm not in the mood to wear foundation, I'll go in with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint Blur, or I'll just go in with a powder. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna go in with my Yummy Skin Tint. I'm obsessed with this product. It's really good for the girlies who don't like the feeling of makeup on their face, but you still want something full coverage. I'm in shade 9.5, and this is the Blurring Balm Butter. Excuse me, the Blurring Balm Powder. Why did I say butter? With a brush like this. This is from e.l.f. It's the Ultimate Blending Brush. As you can see, I used it yesterday, so it has some product on it, but it's okay. So I'm just going in like this. You don't need a lot. And you just want to take it here. And I like to swirl it around. And you know I'm going to tell you to get it into your neck. But yes, this product feels like nothing, and it's great for me, especially because I live in Florida and it gets really hot. who wants to have a bunch of makeup on their face and it's hot. One of my favorite parts is bronzing. I'm obsessed with bronzer. I like the Juvia's Place, and I also like the OG Fenty Beauty Sunstalker and Mocha Mami. Depending on how I feel, I'll alternate between both, or sometimes lately I've just been wearing them both. Bronzer, you want to go in with the angled brush like this. See how it's angled because it can go right here in this area of your face. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place. This is an amber. So I just take that and I go right on the side of my face. Bronzer, you're gonna put bronzer where the sun naturally kisses you. So the sun is naturally gonna kiss you on the sides of your face. And I just bring that all the way up into my hairline. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Laura Mercier. The same powder I use on my eyelids, I'm gonna use that around my mouth. Really set it here in my fine lines, because that's the first place to, you know, as I'm yapping, of course the product, it gets settled in. So leave a little bit here. Now, if you want a bright under eye, you can go in with the lighter concealer. If you're not into brighter under eyes, you can just go ahead and just set your concealer and then you're done. But me, I like a little bright under eye, so I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Almond. Right here. Just right here in the corner. Eyes down very quickly, so we're not gonna, you know, let it sit as long as we let the other concealer sit. Go in with the same brush that I used to blend out my other concealer, and I'm just gonna go in and blend out this concealer. I'm really just blending out the edges because I want as much coverage as I can get. I'm gonna set underneath my eyes, and since I am doing a brighter under eye, I'm going in with the brighter powder. This is still the Laura Mercier. This is in Translucent Honey. Dark skin friendly. Only putting that powder right here underneath my eyes because I just want a bright under eye. I don't want all over my face to be bright, just right here. Just right in the corner. And just tap that on out. Now here's my other favorite step. So while I'm setting this, I'm gonna go in and do my blush. Now, forewarning, I do suffer from blush blindness. And I'm not scared to admit that. I'm obsessed with blush. I use lots of it. And it is what it is. So for today's video, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place blush. This is in shade Pink Lady Glow, so it's kind of like a blush and a highlighter together, which I really like. It's super pigmented, so this is the time I would say you only need like one dot of this. And I like to put mine like high up here because when I blend it out, I like to bring it down. Using this, it's a little bit smaller. I like it because I can control it a little bit better. Blending it out on my cheeks. I'm going in with the NYX Buttermelt Blush and my Butter Half. I'm obsessed with this product. This is so pigmented and it's so affordable. Like, this is like $10 at Ulta. So now, when I used to watch tutorials, I used to see the girlies go over a liquid blush with a powder blush. I'm like, oh, y'all just doing the most. But when I saw the finishing touch, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Now, if you accidentally get into a situation where you feel like you put too much product on, like say if you feel like you put too much blush on, what you're gonna do is go back in with the same brush that you use your foundation or your balm or whatever, and just go over it, and it's gonna calm it down. And boom, now you're good to go. Go back in with my triangle poof, and I'm just patting in the product. Now I'm just gonna pat it in. So don't brush like this. And I just like to go right underneath my brow bone just to give it like some structure and some definition. So you see the difference now compared to this eye to that eye. You see that I'm not a contour girly. I don't like how my face looks with contour. It looks too harsh, so I still go back in with my bronzer and I just bring my nose out a little bit more because I don't want my face to look flat. So I just bring out the sides of my nose. You see? You see the difference it makes? Important step. You have to set your face. If you want your makeup to last, you have to set your face. If you don't buy anything I put in this video, buy this. You're gonna need this. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder. Mine is in shade Hazelnut. I like to set it around my forehead. It just smooths it all out. Underneath my eye. I like to do the sides of my face. Like my makeup will literally last for hours. And this is good to bring in your bag for a touch up. Like say for instance, like you want to just touch up your face, you feel a little shiny, you just go back in with this product. Make It Last spray. I really feel like this is a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go in and spray myself out 8 to 10 inches away from the face and just. All right, so now we're gonna line our lips. A hack that I like to do, I like to use my contour to line my lips, especially if I'm going out to eat, because I don't like constantly having to touch up my lip liner. I don't mind reapplying lip gloss, but it gets annoying constantly having to touch up your lip liner. So I go in, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour, and this is in shade Deep Rich. So I'm going in with the Muse Beauty Collection. This is in shade Lust. Right here. And now you're all done, and now you have a full beat face. It didn't take you that long. I think I've been recording this video for like 25 minutes, and it wasn't that hard at all. So let me know how you guys feel about it, and drop any questions that you have in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.